How you doing, folks? My name is Kim Johnson. I want to say hello to my audience out there, and I want to say happy Thanksgiving to those of you who celebrate it. And I hope that that um, holiday was a blessing in everybody's life, a time for us to reflect on each other and how important everybody is. Your aunts, your uncles, your grandparents, and different things like that. And that's a good thing too. You know. Is that we have something that we can offer one another in our time of need also, whether it's helping businesses or whatever the case may be, and we begin to appreciate each other, our brothers and our sisters and different things like that. So I'm going to say again, God bless you. Tonight I want to talk just a little bit about the anger of women, of not every woman, but the anger of them. Women are angry now, very angry. And I've I've taken the time to try to notice some things and to try to hear some things. And a lot of times, it's when you listen to women, you have to be very careful that you don't become selfish in it. That you always want it to be about you, but you can't avoid the fact that you see other things in their life too, or in their lives. Um, the anger of women. Why are women so angry now? Why are they angry? Why are they branching off and saying that I can do it by myself? Or I can go to this person over here and he knows more than this guy knows who I'm with, or whatever the case may be. And you'd be surprised of how many men have fallen into that trap too, of 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 trying to make sure that everything is all right with them. And you know what I've noticed is that some men have nothing to do with what's going on in their life. They didn't have anything to do with that. Other people did. You see, it was other people who influenced your girlfriend or your wife when you didn't know it. Let's talk about it. They did. So the things that she's angry about is not because you didn't produce or you didn't try to do it. It's because she wanted you to be something else. And when I say somebody else, I mean it's so subtle. Let's talk about it. Somebody else can come up and give your wife or your girlfriend a little bit of information, and her mind can reflect on what you're not doing at home. But that has nothing to do with you. And you have some real sneaky people in society today that know that she's thinking like that, who want to see trouble in your home. You have other women who want to see trouble in your home because some women are like that and some men are like that too. Let's talk about it. Okay. So some men have gone the extra mile with them to try to make things better, doing things that really has nothing to do with them. Going that extra mile, going the extra mile in vain. There's nothing profitable in it. It's just that you don't want her to be angry. And what she's doing, she's weakening you. That's what she's doing. And she's weakening you through the ideas and the intelligence of other people. Let's talk about it a little bit. How some women are in the church just as hurt, man, and you don't even know they hurt. Who don't like men. I had a woman tell me the other day, you just a man. You know she told me that? Oh boy. Huh? You just a man. Well, the reason why you saying that, lady, is because somebody else told you something different. See, I'm not stupid either. Your ideas are not even coming from you. You haven't even gotten to you. You are still talking through the mouth and thinking through the mind of other people. So when are you going to get to you and tell me how you really feel? Well, you got to learn how to do that. And it's like peeling the orange. You got to peel back the orange peel. And when you start to peel the orange back, you will find out that you have more peelings underneath that peel. layers and layers of nonsense that people told you in your head about men. And why do you hate men? Well, you don't know why you hate men, but if you go to one of them counselors, they can tell you why you hate men, and usually it's just a lie. It's just something that they just want to just reach into your pocketbook and just pull out the money. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you this, some type of mind psychology game that they got going on. But the woman is very angry, so usually she'll go down there to child support, and do all of this stuff through the intelligence of other people. It has nothing to do with you. And when she's cursing you out, it's not that she's really cursing you out. It's just that this is who she's around. So it's time to wisen up. And then you have some women that's so quick to say that a man ain't doing their job. But see, all men are not like that. And they're not. She's listening to the deacon board. She's listening to the reverend who's saying, don't pay attention to your husband, pay attention to me. Now, don't you think that reverends don't say that? Because they do say it. So I wonder what's on his mind. It must be something else, huh? It sure is. Maybe she got pretty legs or something. Let's keep it real, man. You know it's real. She's listening to them. Nowadays, you got Asian people telling black people how to be black. Oh, you didn't know about that, huh? You didn't know that? Oh, I'm telling you the truth, huh? I'm not talking about the Asian culture. Let me break that down. See, usually people today have a problem with reading books and ending the book. So they'll add another chapter that's not even there. Asians are telling black people how to be black. Well, maybe you can tell me what type of braids I need to put in my hair too. Okay? There's a way you do things. And you may have a friend that's Asian. You may have a friend that's Asian. But when it comes to your home, you have to be careful of whose ideas are in your home. Because in your home, you have your children. In your home, you have your husband. Or you may have some family members staying with you. Okay? You have to be careful of the information that you take back to your home today, because they can affect your kids. And kids pay attention. Oh, don't you think they don't now? They are like Cain, man. Little mind is all over the place. Oh, yeah, man. Right? Little, I'm going to go on Facebook because I like to take pictures. That's kids. Okay? And they're open. And they're seeing things when you don't even think they're seeing them. Oh, you know they're paying attention. Mm-hmm. So they hear what you say. They hear the arguments, right? They think they know the reason why you don't have certain things in the family, why we don't have certain things. Well, it's not that he wasn't trying to provide. It's just that you allow other influences to come into that. That's what you did. Oh yeah, we're going to have to talk about it just a little bit now. Just a little bit. So it caused problems in the home. Then you go into church services, going up there, laying on the hands ministry, which is a joke. Because when are you going to get honest about the whole situation? Instead of saying the truth shall set you free. You cursing him out and he cursing you out. You just can't seem to get nowhere. Well, you need to block the outside influences out. And you need to talk about it because you have that in yourself. See, there's a difference between the courts putting you together as a couple and God putting you together. There's a difference. See, if God put you together, then the ideas of the courts don't work for you. If he did it. If the courts put you together, then you need to go to the courts to see how you're going to work the situation out. Did the deacon board or the reverend tell you that one? Well, that's where you need to be at. Unless you trying to get away from that and get on to something new. Okay? So the kids are affected. Then you got the male in the house. He begins to get angry and he begins to look at other women. Now, let me break this down. Other women know what's going on too. Don't you think a woman don't know that? Other women know what's going on, and so the other men. to catch you in a, how you doing? I'm doing all right. Girl, you looking good, girl. Anything wrong? Yeah, no. Well, you don't look like you happy. Jackleg preacher boys. That's what I call them. You understand this, man? Don't you think that don't go on? Let's talk about it. Right? Oh, everything's all right. Oh, I'm just trying to get through something. And it's all a lie. It's because of the intelligence of other people who told you that. That's why it came in your home. It's other people that told you maybe you might need to move to North Carolina. Maybe you might need to move to Washington, D.C. Maybe you might need to move to California. But did you ever sit down together as a couple and talk about that? You never did. Now, the other situation I've noticed in some men is that men who have gone to school, cook schools, real estate schools, drug counseling schools, period. Well, let me ask you a question. If your husband went or your boyfriend went to a counseling school and he graduated, why would you go and pay a counselor when he's one? Ain't that causing confusion in your home? If he is a gourmet cook, why would you go and pay a gourmet cook when he's a gourmet cook and he can cook it for your home, right? See, it's just little things like that. If he's a real estate investor, why would you go to a real estate investor and have the real estate investor to tell you that you and your husband need to come together and learn how to keep this home when he's a real estate investor? Well, it's not that you're ignorant, sister. It's just that you just don't know. So you need to calm down a little bit, back up a little bit, and just check things out. Because this has a reflection on children, and the kids begin to look towards something else. Oh, kids are kids. Towards some other fake example in society that's another lie. Well, man, I wish I had that right there. Man, that look nice. And kids do that because they are not aware of what's going on in the homes. Let's talk about it. Marriage is a gift from God. You don't really believe that? Marriage is a gift. Yeah. Well, that sounds good when you're up testifying, but you don't believe it. So this is what I told them. I said, and I'm going to break it down like this, right? I said, what's the difference between a green state and the red state? And I had somebody, and they answered that. I said, so you're a green person, right? So you must be from Philadelphia. This is what I told them. I said, you're from Philadelphia, right? Well, it seems like to me that you playing some type of yellow brick road with this couple. And if this is God's person, which way do God step from Philadelphia to this side? Can you explain that to me? If you're playing with the temple of God, with confusion as far as relationships are concerned, well, they couldn't answer that, so I answered it for him. I said he stepped with the same foot that the witch gonna step with. See, because when you cause anger like that in people, you begin to have something else to step to you, such as anger, such as cursing you out. Okay, that's the truth. Because they are still playing with the temple of people, making people angry, prejudices. The wife is looking towards another man, and I think she's going to leave you. Do you understand? Oh, the husband is going, oh, girl, he's going to leave you, girl. He ain't no good. The stars told me that, oh, this is the other one. The stars told me he was going to leave you. Oh, it did, huh? Ain't no stars told you nothing like that, man. That's some type of medication game that you playing. That's all it is. Some type of mental medication game that you playing. Ain't nothing you got real, period, anyway. But if the real things show up on you, then you can't solve that with medication, man. You can't solve that with Obama's health care either. You can't solve it, Mr. Wizard. See, people have not gotten to the issues. And the reason why you still have issues in relationships like that is because you're still dealing with lies. You ain't got to the root of the problem yet. You still going about some left hand or right hand solution that ain't got no solution because it's all fake. It just seems like that is real. And that's all it is. And it's causing problems in the home. Okay? And I mention little things like that to them sometimes because the kids are affected by it. Then you go into all these church services and the reverend, he ain't talking about nothing. He hasn't even gotten to the root of your situation because his hand is in your pocketbook. Oh yeah. But there is a solution for your dilemma. There's a solution for it. He just ain't told you. And usually the solution comes without a book. When you seek and you want to find the answers, you will find the answers because that's how we're made. We're made to communicate with something greater than ourselves. That's how we're made. And right? And then you got, see, let me say this right now. Oh, I'm going to say this to you now. See, Miss America is on. You got Steve Harvey, right? Who used to be homeless in Chevy Chase, Maryland. Let's talk about it. Okay. Well, he's doing the Miss American pageant. I think that's the Miss American pageant. And he was just talking about Miss Jamaica and Miss Africa. So he asked them a question. This is Steve Harvey now. Let me break it down to you. It don't matter who you are. Okay. So he asked them, what's important to you? And they asked him this question with his little pretty eyebrows and stuff like that. See, this is what I'm talking about. But he need to get honest too. Steve Harvey do. Okay? And they sit there and answer it. Meaning they'll leave you and they'll go to another phony. Another joke. This is a joke, man. And it really is. Because of the popularity that a person may have. Huh? Oh, yeah. And then she'll feel comfortable. But you need to tell the truth about Chevy Chase, Maryland. You ain't told the truth about that yet. When you gonna tell the truth about that? And stuff like that is not of God. It causes jealousy. And God is not a God of jealousy. But that's just an example of who they'll go to. They'll go to somebody else that they think is wiser than you and is not wiser than you, right? Because you don't know the story behind Chevy Chase, Maryland either. Oh, it's a whole lot of real things I hear now. You need to check them out. Okay? So you need to understand that. And that's a prime example. Now, if a woman was sitting back and her man went to Steve Harvey for some advice, would she get mad at that if she knows she was telling the truth? Of course she would. Because she wants you to know, man, that it's right here. You don't have to go outside the family. Let's take the time and get to know each other, what we have in ourselves instead of going outside the family. Okay? And that's just an example of your family not really knowing each other. I don't know what's in my grandmother, really. I don't know what's in my uncle. Okay? So come on back home. Okay? And let's talk this over. Sometimes you got to leave the reverend, baby. And it's been women who have left the reverend. It's been women who have pulled their husband away from the reverend, real life, because they know that they was going to lose their marriage because of some stupid stuff that he was telling them. So they pulled them out of it. You know who I'm talking about. That's a prime example. So what is he looking at, or what is she looking at when she talk to people like that? Now, I'm sure with his riches and stuff that he can tell her how to keep a house. But you, young man, are the person who went to school. You deserve that opportunity. Give yourself that opportunity. And don't let them, put any type of inferior complex in you because of what his reputation is. Especially if he give you a message like that. Because you came from someplace too, Mr. Harvey. So How do I think like I'm a success? You see, people like that haven't been talked about yet, have they? Oh, I got a whole lot. So I'm saying that be encouraged. And the Thanksgiving holiday is just an example of you not enjoying the turkey so much, but just enjoying the conversation that your grandmama got, the conversation that your uncle got at the table, baby. Dang, man, I wish I'd listened to that, man, when I was younger, man. But when I got older, I realized that you told me that, man, when I was 7. I need that now. Do you understand this, man? The family, baby. You got to leave the outsiders alone and come back on in. Leave the Wizard of Oz alone and come on back, because believe me, he ain't ready for what's going to hit him anyway. Trust me on that one. Because you can't play with certain things, man, and think you're going to get away with it because of your reputation. Okay? And I'm saying that the couples today to be encouraged. Okay? Pay attention to that uncle that always come and ask you for money. Huh? You'd be surprised. You might need that example later. And it seems like it's a stupid one right now. But later on in life, you could be like, man, this has a meaning in this situation. Do you understand it, man? That's the valuable of family, baby. It's time to come on back home. Because, and I use them for an example, because they don't want you to know too much about Chevy Chase, Maryland either. Oh, no. They don't want you to know about that. I ain't said it yet, have I? I sure ain't said it. So I don't need you running, because the example in Chevy Chase, Maryland is real too. So you need to get real with that. And that's the truth, right? I'm saying, bless be the people tonight, right? Stop paying attention to a lot of these Jesus of Nazareth characters that you see on TV. Again, I'm going to say, Jesus, oh Lord. And this is they're actors. Oh Lord Jesus. Oh God. You know we don't say nothing like that. We get that type, and they call it being humble, because we see it on TV. So this is the example. We ain't even seen God do it, have we? No, but we seen the actors do it. Oh Lord Jesus, bless all the meek, Lord. Oh Lord, the Lord bless you. That's how they act, huh? We ain't seen no Mary Magdalene. The only example we have of Mary Magdalene is the actors. But what is God's example of Mary Magdalene? Of Mary, of Jesus. Do you understand that? When we get into books and stuff like that, see, we have that explained to us, and usually we're misled. Another example that they're misled by is by the tormentors. They were playing the tormentors. Huh? Oh yeah. I got a video on that. I just didn't put it on YouTube yet. The tormentors. They were teaching people about torment through medication. Oh, you know it's a difference, baby boy. My mind, doctor's going in and out of my head, man. I feel like my thoughts is coming back here. I don't know what's going on, man. I'm crazy. I don't know. I'm thinking too many things at one time. I'm going through something. The jackleg preacher gonna tell you that it must be because of some sin you did. Ain't because of no sin. It's just that you ain't never had things explained to you. What the tormentors and how did they come into my life? Oh Lord, I was well, and I really was, and something came into my life. How do I get rid of it? So all they got for you is medication. Healthcare lies. So you don't know what the tormentors are. Well, it's real simple. The tormentors ain't like that. You just never had it explained to you. Then you have people walking around talking to this. You can break all that, baby boy. Huh? Oh, yeah. I used to talk to myself. They don't want to hear no testimonies like that. I talk to myself. I was looking up. I seen something white coming down and seeing me. I seen it. Huh? Tell them how they can stop doing it, man. Oh, boy. I used to talk to myself, man. Oh, Lord, my wife told me I was talking to myself. I was making her angry. Oh, man, I was talking, man. I swear I saw something. You was just misled until you met some people or whatever who was telling you what you're actually seeing, so you can understand that. and how you can get free from it without putting medication in your body. Huh? Is there a way or what? You know it's a way. I'm writing the book right now too. I'm almost done with it. It's like nowadays you have a lot of subliminal messages, right? And a lot of mates are sleeping in the beds of other men. You know they are. Niggas want to kill them. Oh boy. Oh Lord. Oh my baby boy, my baby, my man, Lord, my man. I did so right by him, Lord. But Lord, I don't want to. Huh? What the deacon boy gonna say about that one? Well, you can bring him back. Huh? Oh yeah, I got a book on that coming out soon, baby. That's gonna really make them mad. You understand? And I want to thank God for the testimony that I heard from a young lady of how you can send your personal angels out to bring your health back home. They hate it. They can't stand it. Huh? That'll take money out the jackleg preacher's pocket, baby boy. Oh Lord. You understand that, man? They met the real restorer. And they found out that it ain't them. See, you are a restorer, Mr. Physical Man. Only if you give a person a credit card and tell them this is your gift. But if he gave you a Bank of America credit card, then he could have something to work against the credit card. If he was really stupid or if he was really ignorant, he could have something to work against the credit card. Couldn't he? What he did. He gave a person a credit card. I ain't going to tell you who it is right now. And came back and worked against the Bank of America credit card. That's Physical Man. Okay? So how are you going to restore the Bank of America credit card? Mr. Relationship Builder? Huh? What are you asking the man to do? Or what are you asking the woman to do in order to have her finances restored when you play God? Let's talk about it, baby boy. You know you were playing God. Well, he ain't restored the person's Bank of America credit card, but he has something to do with the credit going bad. He like to put his hands up a lot. You know, all these fingers and stuff. It means nothing. It means nothing, baby boy. Putting his foot out. It means nothing because you're fake. But the real thing showed up on him. Oh, I made a video once before, boy. Ding, 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 baby. What you gonna do, Mr. Wizard, when it come to you? Let's keep it real, man. Huh? Emerald City. You must be joking. You got to be joking, man. You don't met who you was supposed to meet in Emerald City. Are you free yet? Then you better be free. I'm saying that because stuff like that, you got to be careful who give you things. Sneaky people come back to work against your credit, damaging your relationships, and your woman is going over, or your man is going over, he's looking for a solution, so he's looking for somebody with, or she's looking for somebody with no credit problems, with a bunch of idiots that like to put their left and their right foot out. You must be joking. It ain't even real. Okay? I want to say God bless you. I'm going to be making more videos, and I hope that this was encouraging to you. And I'm saying to couples, man, what you're looking for is on the inside of you. Let me break this down too, before I close this video. If they came, and I'm going to clear this up right now, and planted something inside of your body. See, this is another one of the tricks of the jackleg preacher. And them taking advantage of you and your little emotions going all over the place like they be saying. Well, see, you can overcome that. They can't make anything greater than you. The cell phone is only an imitation of your imagination. You have an imagination. And the cell phone has a picture, don't it? That's why they take little pictures on it. That's why I'm making little videos. This is something like an imagination. This is a lie. Okay? This is not you. The memory chip in it is not like your human brain. Because I can close this picture off now and it'll still remember that I got it. Well, you got some people who's so interested in making money that they'll tell you that the computer is just like the human being. And it's not. It's nothing like that. God is jealous. He ain't going to let nobody make nothing greater than him. Ever. And they're going to soon find out the hard way. You know they are. They're going to find it out, baby. You see, because what you're playing with is real. Wait till that walk to you, and you can tell me how you feel about that one. I want to say God bless you, right? I want to say be encouraged. I made some videos also on sex mastery, okay? I spoke on a book by Napoleon Hill. I made a part 1 and a part 2, right, of how to deal with the sexual emotion. Okay, I want you to look at those videos. I encourage friends to subscribe to this. God bless you. And I want to say, if you have problems in your relationship, reconcile, come together, because you have it on the inside of you. And the solution is free. God bless you, and I'll be making more of these. Have a great night.